In the headlines, more than $800 million in CBI funds for developing luxury resorts in Dominica. The National Youth Council launches its youth outreach program for the greater inclusion of youth around the country. And several school plans being developed into climate-resilient structures through funding from international partners. I'm Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, over $800 million in CBI-funded hotel projects under construction in Dominica. The country has been on a move to grow its room stock and luxury accommodation for high-end tourists to the country. Minister for Tourism Denise Charles says under the 4 CBI-funded hotel projects, hundreds of people will be employed and visitors will have a wide variety of options during their stay.
The first one is Anishi Resort and Spa, located in Pequot, Portsmouth. It's a 5-star resort. It will have 121 rooms. The expected completion date is December 2022. Employment during construction, 60. Proposed employment at operation, 281 jobs. Next property is Tranquility Beach, Dominica, located in Salisbury, another 5-star resort. Number of rooms, 48 condos, 2 penthouse suites, 4 villas, totaling 73 rooms. Expected completion date, December 2022. Employment during construction, 50. Proposed employment at operation, 150.
The other resorts undergoing expansion works from CBI funds are Secret Bay in T-Bay, Portsmouth, and the Jungle Bay Resort and Spa in Morne Akuma, Soufriere. These 4 projects cost a total of $869 million. The tourism minister says there are also several hotel properties being developed from private investment, concessions at Invest Dominica Authority, and aid bank financing.
Name of property, Villa Coptol, location Coptol. Number of rooms, 7 villas. Expected completion date, 2022. Proposed employment at operation, 22. Then you have Colibri Ridge Villas, located in Petit Colibri, Soufriere. Number of rooms, 14. Expected to be completed in December 2021. Employment at operations, 35 new jobs. Then the expansion of Fort Young Hotel right here in Roseau. Number of rooms, 60. Expected to be completed November 2022. So a total number of rooms will be 100 after completion. And these private investments have resulted in a total of $76 million in the economy.
In more top stories, a National Youth District Outreach Program has officially been launched. This initiative is being spearheaded by the National Youth Council of Dominica, NYCD. First Vice President of the NYCD, Faya Landa, says the formation of district youth groups will be extremely useful to the council in its aim to represent young people in the country.
The District Youth Council outreach is aimed at connecting with the membership of the National Youth Council of Dominica within their individual geographical district allocation. What that means is that we can be the executive of the council. However, if we are not reaching the young people where they are, not engaging them where they are, giving them a sense of ownership of who they are and what it is that we want, which is the upliftment of youth and giving them the necessary resources, tools, and resource persons to really push themselves forward, then we will, at the end of our tenure, we will have failed them all.
Landa says it is important that district councils be created and brought up to date on the functions of the National Youth Council for more effective representation of the country's youth.
The purpose of this district outreach is to apprise the youth groups of the importance of the District Youth Council. These activities are committed to improving the lives of youth and increasing youth participation and influence within mainstream society. Of course, our overall reason for hosting this program, it is very clear that it's overwhelming for a group of 12 individuals to run the island's youth program. It's almost impossible, I should say. We therefore need the support of the district youth councils by establishing them through this first meeting.
The first Vice President went on to explain that an executive for the District Youth Council will be selected later this year.
This first meeting will not be to elect a council or elect anything. It is to establish within these groups who are the key persons that will be serving on this District Youth Council, and later on in the year, the idea is to elect an executive for the District Youth Council.
The new executive of the National Youth Council of Dominica was elected into office in December 2020. In other developments, a call for continued unity as the OECS observes its 40th anniversary this year. The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, was formed on 18th June 1981 with the signing of the Treaty of Bastille in St. Kitts. In just 3 months, the grouping will recognize its 40th anniversary. Chairman of the OECS Authority, Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, says unity has played a key part in keeping the member states together over the years.
This 40th year is a historical marker on a road of increasing convergence, greater anticipation, and unyielding possibility. Notwithstanding the bad weather through which we have had to journey, there have been bursts of sunshine. Notwithstanding the pain we have endured, we have also enjoyed the blessings of rain. And we have reached this milestone for one simple reason. We have always focused on the things that unite us rather than the things that divide us. Every time we hold hands tighter encircling the elements of unity, we strike a blow against the shackles of disunity.
The OECS chairman pointed to several notable achievements by the grouping over the past decades.
The Eastern Caribbean dollar, which for the last 37 years has maintained a fixed and immutable exchange rate with the US dollar, and is now the strongest and most stable currency in the Caribbean. The freedom of movement of people that allows the citizens of member states to travel without hindrance or restriction to work, to play, to study, to visit friends, or to relocate, to follow carnival, or to follow a crusade. With those rights came contingent rights that empower our families to relocate with us and enable our children to attend schools and to obtain scholarships.
Prime Minister Skerritt foresees the grouping surviving another 40 years as long as it keeps working as a united front.
We have no choice but to keep going forward because life does not move backward. And if we must go forward, we must do so in unity, more determined and more convinced of the veracity of our vision. Notwithstanding the pain and the pressure of the pandemic, we will be celebrating this 40th anniversary with pride, but not with pomp. Our celebrations will be frugal, but fulsome, as we look back with gratitude to what we have accomplished by the grace of God and through the foresight of our forefathers. We must look forward with determination and optimism. Onward with integration for progress and sustainability.
The 6th meeting of the OECS Authority will take place on Friday, 19th March, where OECS heads of government will meet with Director General of the World Health Organization. Prime Minister Skerrit will chair this meeting. You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new all-in or all-in plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Welcome back. Construction is set to begin on a number of schools with financial assistance from the government of the People's Republic of China. Following the passage of Hurricane Maria and the destruction to several school buildings, the government of the People's Republic of China pledged to help with the rebuilding of some of these damaged structures. In May 2020, a contract was signed between the two countries for works to begin on 1 secondary and 5 primary schools, namely the Goodwill Secondary School, the Bellevue Chopin, Siniku, Thibault, Kalibishi, and the Tetmon primary schools.
Bellevue Chopin and Siniku schools will be expanded while maintaining the existing buildings. Just to tell you that Thibault, Kalibishi, and Goodwill Secondary Schools, they'll be constructed on their original sites. And then we have Tetmon Primary School to be constructed on a new site. These schools are expected to meet the demands for high-quality teaching. These advanced, resilient facilities will provide safe learning environment for all our children. All schools will have rooms for teaching and training, including early childhood development units, rooms for administration and offices, including counseling rooms, healthcare rooms or sick bay, printing rooms, canteen, kitchen, washroom, ICT, library, and storage.
The Basic Needs Trust Fund, BNTF, has also come on board to sponsor the renovation for schools around the country. These schools are the Mont Prosper Primary School, the Casabru Secondary School, and the Dominica Community High School. The Government of Canada, through the Caribbean Development Bank, is also spearheading the rehabilitation of 4 schools on island.
Mont Jean Primary, a renovated, resilient structure which will cost $1,064,000 and should be completed by April 2021.
Dailies, the duration of work, 5 months, costing $1 million EC. Scope of work, the renovation works, upgrade to the concrete roof, electricals, plumbing system, replacement of vent blocks with solid walls, new windows and exterior upgrade, improvement to drainage, early childhood center, washrooms and storeroom. Grand Bay Primary, this is going to cost us $3,200,000. W.S. Stevens Restoration at the cost of $2,175,000.
The state-of-the-art Dominica Grammar School and Maho Primary School are also on the list of schools to be upgraded. And a word of caution not to marginalize the development of men as projects are created to advance women. The warning from Director of Agriculture as farmers from 3 parishes began to receive tools and equipment under a UNDP-funded project. Brumans applauded the project and its focus on women and is a strong advocate for gender equality. However, he believes the care needs to be taken that men are also remembered when projects are being developed for the betterment of the whole society.
Because I believe most of the time we mainstream our farmers, but look mostly at men. And an opportunity is presented to look at women, and so I would have advocated for that. But, like anything else, given our gender issues now, we have to look at men. We have to help preserve men, because if we don't, we might overlook them, and in the end, they will be marginalized, and we do not want that. So we are with equity and equality, and that is important.
Select farmers received the tools in the amount of $500 each, and these items range from garden hoses to wheelbarrows. Brumans cautioned recipients to take care of the equipment received under this project and put them to good use.
But please use it, to ensure that you meet your objectives, your goals. Do not let it rust, do not let it fall apart, do not let it tear or break. Be thankful, be grateful, and use it to the best of your ability. The chainsaw, service it. Ensure the hose is not kinking, that it will break. Because, we may not get another opportunity to get the same thing. So let us do that. Some of you are pretty young. I'm seeing, the audience here, the participants here. And some of you are pretty young. Let it last you for years to come. And so at the end of the day, your children will be blessed, your family will be blessed, and this country, needing to grow its GDP, will be blessed.
200 farmers are expected to benefit from the tool and equipment donation under the UNDP project.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
To end the news, the headlines again. More than $800 million in CBI funds for developing luxury resorts in Dominica. The National Youth Council launches its youth outreach program for the greater inclusion of the young people around the country. And several school plans being developed into climate-resilient structures through funding from international partners. Feel free to access or pause the newscast on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.